I think it's interesting. I was a little late to the pickup on Dead by Daylight. I didn't start playing it really early like some people. But, my brother started playing. I'm gonna adjust my camera just a little. My brother started playing it pretty early. And he was playing it in the era of, like, Nurse having, like, a million blinks. And the game being super rough. And I was talking to him the other day. Just like, oh, hey, like, he called me and I was in the middle of playing Dead by Daylight. And I was like, oh, hey, how are you? And he's like, oh, I'm good, blah, 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 what are you doing? And I was like, I'm playing Dead by Daylight. He's like, how's it going? And I was like, oh, I'm trying to put a boon on, like, this totem. And he's like, what? He has not played in so long. He didn't know what boon totems were. Like, there's all sorts of things he didn't know. And I definitely think if he played the game now, even though he was very good back when he started, he would have no idea what was going on. Where? Where? Let's go over here. Also, you'll have to let me know how audio is. But no, I've kind of been enjoying Dead by Daylight more again, which is nice. Shit. How did he not see her? Which girl is your girl? Is it Feng? Is Feng the one you like? I think enjoying a game is the most important part. Like, I've definitely been playing a lot of games on stream and not enjoying all of them. And I think it's really important to enjoy the games you play. What is he doing? I keep hearing Wesker. Oh, Huntress. Well, I thought you were talking Survivor. I've never played Huntress, for the record. Because I don't play Killer. But maybe I need to learn it just for you. You can't take Lurker with you. Lurker's an independent person. They have to announce they're leaving on their own. Ah! I was so stressed out before stream started today. I've had a very stressful week. You would think so, but no, that's mean. I had a very stressful week. New job has been rough. But honestly, I'm just really chill right now and it's nice. I like the routine of streaming. And again, playing a game that I have been enjoying. There's a few other games I've been looking at, but they're just not gonna be good for streaming. There's so many games that, like, would be interesting, but not for streaming. Also, I think I read somewhere once, a game that's not good for streaming? Well, here's one. I'm pretty sure I read that, Honey Pop is not allowed on Twitch. I play the shit out of Honey Pop. The fuck, Wesker? And if you don't know what that is, it's a porn game. It's porn. I really like it. So that one I'm pretty sure is not allowed to be played on Twitch, so. Other games that are not good are just games with really low viewership and people have never heard of. Because as much as I just want to play whatever I want, I do also want the channel to grow and people to come and to watch, so I can't just play games that no one has any interest in. I mean, I can upload it to YouTube, because YouTube I could censor things out. I don't know if there's a version that is allowed on Twitch, because, like I said, I only read it, but I read... Reddit, that's a website. I read that it's just not allowed either. It's allowed on YouTube. Markiplier uploaded it. It's allowed. It might not get monetized on YouTube, but I don't get my videos monetized on YouTube as it is. I don't have enough subscribers on YouTube to be able to make any money anyway. So it is allowed on YouTube. This Wesker is playing weird. Trying to think though, there's like a... I think it's called Dinkum or something. It's like a indie game that is... I'm trying to think of how to explain it. It's like an indie game that is similar to Animal Crossing, but based on like Australia. And I saw somebody play it and it looked really fun, but like I don't know if it'd be worth playing on Twitch. Oh, are there other websites stream games you can't on Twitch? I don't know. Probably, surely. Also, I recently found out you can stream on... Oh god, what is it? I can't think of the name of it. There's like a dating app that has like a streaming thing attached to it, which was a wild concept to me. Yeah, I mean, there's always somewhere to do everything. That's like very true. Shit. Shit. Haha. You missed. Shit.
Poor performance indeed. I'll see you dead.
You'll see me never. Don't put me in the fucking... Okay. The basement is in the middle and he hasn't been using it, so... Yeah, I'm sure Twitch does not appreciate panty thieves. I don't like that word, for the record. I've had really bad allergies recently. My nose has been runny, like... I've been crying. My allergies have been awful. Is there a totem somewhere? I have like a... I could bless a totem if I could find one. Speaking of fucking TV shows, no, okay, this is something that we were going to talk about today. Nobody knew we were going to talk about it today except for me, but here we are. We're talking about it. The Great British Baking Show, the Great British Bake Off, whichever you call it, is a really good show that I enjoy. I like it. Great show. 10 out of 10. Except for the episode that aired this week. Holy shit, who approved this episode to air? Because they need to lose their job. They did a theme week. Which every week is a theme week to an extent. Like every week has something like bread or French patisserie or something, you know, every week has one thing. Well, this week was Mexico. It was Mexican food. And I have never heard somebody mispronounce so many words at one time. Like, for example, They made Pico de Gallo. Pico de Gallo. No, it's Pico de Gallo. Like, I have a really bad accent. I'm an American. I speak English. But even I can say Pico de Gallo better than Pico de Gallo. It hurt. It was painful. It was real bad. Because, like, I feel like it's one thing for the contestants to not know how to say it. That's whatever. But when the hosts didn't even bother looking up how to say it. And then, like, they didn't know how to say guacamole. Tortillas. They were saying tortillas wrong. It was bad. It was real bad. And it's the Great British Baking Show. It's about baking. And one of the things that they made was tacos. Tacos. Like, they made their own tortillas, sure. But tacos are not baking. What about tacos as a baking thing? Why didn't they made, tacos, tres leches cake, and some type of, like, bun. And I can't remember what, like, the bun thing was. But, like, every single, the first part, like, I don't want to call it a bun. I guess it's more like a little dessert, donut-y. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I hadn't really, that's my bad. I hadn't really heard of it before, but it's whatever. Like, it was actual baking, and apparently an actual Mexican dish. Sure. But then tacos. I'm like, you're telling me you couldn't have made empanadas? Empanadas involve baking. Tell me you couldn't have made an empanada? And, like, the tres leches cake, I'm like, yeah, okay. But then they wanted them to do a layered, like a tiered, like a super British style tres leches cake, which, like, is a mushy cake. It can't hold anything on top of it because it's soaked in milk. That's the whole point. It's just mushy. It was a rough time. Reddit and friends and everybody I've talked to about it all agree. Not the best. Not the best week of the Bake Off. And again, I'm not super mad at the contestants for not knowing how to say things in Spanish, but I am pretty upset that the hosts didn't at least learn the pronunciation. Especially since Paul Hollywood, the male judge, kept insisting that he knew Mexican food because he just got back from a vacation in Mexico. I'm gonna die. Where's he at? I'm gonna die. Lay off, dude. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. It's gonna get me. Yeah. Glad you don't watch TV. I mean, that's fair. Also, I didn't hit a single great skill check to use all these perk point things. You know what's interesting? Talking about, like, streaming not safe for work stuff. I have a friend who I don't think even really remembers me. I would consider him a friend. I don't know. We knew each other. We went to college together. And I follow him on Instagram. And he's mildly internet famous. Like, I think he has a day job. But he's mildly internet famous. He has, like, an OnlyFans. He does a lot of thirst trap TikToks. Like, that kind of thing. And I tried to reach out to him the other day. So it's like, oh, hey, like, I saw one of your TikToks. Looks like you're doing really well for yourself. He doesn't remember me. He does not remember who I am. I'm really sad about it. Like, I'm genuinely sad that he doesn't remember me. Because we were friends. Like, I'm not gonna say who he is either, because, like, if you find out where he's from, you'll find out where I'm from. But But he's always been like a very attractive dude. He's very muscular. But he ended up being very successful online. And I mean, I don't super blame him for not remembering me, but it's to the point where like he thinks I'm just a fan. So when I message him and I'm like, "How are you?" he thinks that I'm being invasive. I think it's just been long enough and he's famous enough that like, because it was like an Instagram DM, he just assumed, you know? Yeah, I have a lot of people who just don't remember who I am, which is weird. Like, do you guys know what MLMs are? Multi-level marketing, things like, Young Living, is it Young Living? I think it's Young Living and like Beachbody and stuff. It's very popular in the US, but I don't know if it's very much a thing where you guys are from. But it's where, it's kind of a pyramid scheme where you recruit somebody who recruits somebody who recruits somebody, and like you all like recruit a bunch of people and they all pay in to like sell things. And there's this girl that I used to work with. Yeah, it is. It's a pyramid scheme. They'll tell you it's not, but it is. There's this girl that I used to work with, and we were never like close, but we did work together. She's a good 5-6 years older than me. She messaged me on Facebook. First of all, I don't use Facebook, but I have Facebook Messenger. And she messaged me and she's like, "Hey girl." And like, I immediately knew. I was like, she's messaging me about her MLM. I knew. You can always tell. Girls know. And I was like, "Hi." And she's like, "Hey, I just think you'd be really great as a part of like this program that I do." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, who am I? Tell me who I am. Tell me how we know each other. And then we'll talk. Like, tell me you remember who I am and you're not just messaging me for no reason, trying to make money off of me." And she's like, "Oh gosh, gee, I don't really remember. Did we go to school together?" And I'm like, "No. No, we were coworkers. We worked together." And I knew she didn't remember me at all. And it was really kind of annoying because she's like trying to sell me on something and messaging me like we're friends when she doesn't know who I am. Hi God, nice to see you. We're doing good. Talking about pyramid schemes. I'm very chatty today. We're having a very chatty day. I need to spend some points. Excited for the new Michael Myers, like the new Halloween movie? My roommate was telling me about it. I feel like they just made a Halloween movie recently. I've only seen one Halloween film, and I was in middle school. Yeah, and I also, to circle back to what we were talking about before God got here, I also think that, like, maybe I considered this guy a friend, but he never really considered me a friend. Not in, like, a negative way, but maybe I felt like we were closer than he felt like we were. Which is fine. It was just kind of sad for me to, like, realize he didn't recognize me. Yeah, my roommate has not been streaming, so that's why I haven't shared it. And they don't want that much attention yet. Not like I'm some big streamer, but, like, they kind of have decided that they just want to, like, do things themselves for a while. So they've kind of asked me not to share. But the moment that they're fine with it, I'll get them to share. Also, I've been begging Mira to stream with me. Begging Mira. And Mira's always like, "I just have plans when you're streaming." And I'm like, "I will change a schedule. I will show up at 3 in the morning." And Mira's just like, "I just can't." And I'm like, "I'm gonna hurt you. I will hurt you." So I'm still working on that. Because I would like to do some streams with people, but all of my people are no. They're just no. Mira is another friend of mine. Mira's on occasion here and watching, but typically not engaging in chat. They're just a friend of mine, and we've known each other for a long time. And I kind of taught them, not that again, I'm not a big streamer, but like I know more than just like somebody picking it up for the first time. So I kind of helped them build their PC, get all of the streaming stuff set up, so. I can tell you now, it's interesting. Mira's a man. Mira is a dude. So don't expect Mira to be a girl. They are a close friend of mine. We've been friends since we were little kids. I told them when they made their name, because their name is not Mira. It's just their name for Twitch. I told them people were going to think Mira was a girl. Everyone is a girl if you think hard enough. No, it's okay. I told them when they picked Mira as their stream name, like their Twitch name. I was like, people are gonna assume you're a girl. And they said it was fine. They didn't care. It's also funny because, like, I don't think Mira has a camera set up or anything. Mira has long hair. For a dude, their hair's like down to here. Maybe, no, probably longer at this point. They've got really long hair. Yeah, well, speaking of everybody thinking someone's a girl, especially when I was younger, like in high school. Also, again, my allergies, I'm like crying a little. In high school, I didn't have like the more mature body shape that I have now. I was just like straight, just like flat, straight pole. I was super thin, super tall. And, I had long hair, but I did different things. And like one time I went and helped with like a historical reenactment event. I went to like a military fort and dressed in like old military clothes. And they were like, honestly, you're not feminine enough for the clothes that we have, especially my chest. They're like, you're not going to fit in these clothes. You're going to be a man today. And everybody assumed I was actually a boy. Like, I'm very good at passing for a boy. So, and when I used to not stream, just play like Smite with voice chat and stuff, which I used to play Smite, oh my god, every day, all day. Gender gated. I used to just play Smite like an addict, and everybody thought I was a boy because I have kind of a deep voice for a woman, and I was younger, and the younger you are, like, the more neutral your voice kind of is. But everybody used to assume I was like a little boy. I am not a little boy. And then they found out I was a girl, and then they were mean to me. Which is a different annoying thing. Yeah, your voice is too deep. That's fair. If I am like fresh up in the morning, like I just woke up, I really can still pass for a dude. Like, Jesus Christ. I get like that really gravelly voice. And sometimes I just get it when I'm tired. But like, it's not like I have the voice of Corpse Husband where it's like that low. But like I do have a low voice for a woman. And I kind of like it. I used to not be a fan of my voice. But like, I kind of enjoy it now. Don't kill yourself on hook, you motherfucker. I'm right here. Also, I think it's interesting because I know that, like, so if you don't know who Corpse Husband is, he's famous for having a very deep voice. He got famous for doing, scary story retellings, and he makes music now, and he's famous with a lot of streamers and stuff, but I think it's interesting because I didn't know that, like, he's got a condition that, where acid comes back up from his stomach into his throat, and it fries his vocal cords, and that's why his voice is so deep. And I don't have that condition, but I have something kind of similar, that's an inherited condition from my dad. Yeah, it's called, like, GERD, which is like acid reflux but stronger. I have acid reflux and some other things that are kind of similar, and I do wonder sometimes if that's why my voice is so deep. Because I do, in fact, get acid back up into my throat on a semi-frequent basis. It's called, like, GERD. Which is unfortunate because it, like, is painful and stuff at the level that he has it, but his voice is really cool. I feel like there was something else I really wanted to talk to you guys about, but I'm trying to remember what it was, while also not dying. Sometimes my brain can't do two things at once. Oh! My brain not being able to do two things at once. That is what I wanted to talk about. So we briefly mentioned, like, the ADHD thing. Me talking about how I think I have ADHD, how it's kind of a genetic thing, and it does run in my family, and it would kind of make sense because I have so many other conditions. I'm not a healthy adult. But I've been trying to get a hold of a doctor so that I can try and at least see if the doctors think I have it. Because, like, well, I think I do. It doesn't matter what I think. It matters, you know, medically what the professional says. So I've been trying to get a hold of a doctor so I can get possibly diagnosed and treated. And I think I've called 4 different doctors, and not one of them has returned my call. Like, no one will return a call. There's one that I've seen before, and I'm like, hey, you've treated me for, like, other medical conditions. Will you see me for this one? And they basically just kind of told me, like, oh, sure, but, like, not for a month. Like, we won't see you for at least a month because we're too busy. And I'm like, my dude, I am having, like, a serious problem. Will you please see if they can make an exception and see me sooner? And they're like, no, we don't think it's serious. Oh god, hold on. I want to read chat, but I'm trying not to die. Okay. You like when people think you're a girl because it means you're cute? Yeah. Yeah, it is really a problem with how the US does their medical shit. It's bad. It's not good. Yeah, it really... I have a lot of problems with the US's medical system. The city that I live in, though, is especially a problem. So while I love the city that I live in, there are a few problems with it. One of them is the hospital. We have one hospital that controls all of the, like, medical facilities in the area, which is pretty normal. But the problem is, that this hospital that controls all of the medical facilities in the area, has literally been sued by insurance companies for overcharging, for like being too expensive. And it's one thing to be sued by individual people for being too expensive, but it's a whole other thing to be sued by the insurance companies. Because insurance companies want things to be expensive as well, but they're being sued by insurance companies for things being too expensive. So that just really tells you how big of a problem it is. Come on, come on. There we go. Well, and it's like just really frustrating because I've called, I think 4 or 5 doctors, not just about this one thing, but just in general, trying to get treatments for varieties of things because I am, again, not a healthy adult. And I just, it never can. I never can. I need a totem. Totems are hard to find on this map because they can just be in the corn. But it's just really frustrating. I just want to, like, be treated for the problems that I know I have. My roommate has also been struggling with doctors recently because they needed to get some medication for a problem. And they went to the doctor. The doctor referred them to a specialist. They went to the specialist. The specialist made them schedule multiple appointments and, like, do all this stuff. And then after that, the, specialist sent them back to their doctor, where their doctor was like, oh, we need more time. And then their doctor was like, okay, well, we'll prescribe you this medication. And the doctor prescribed them the medication. It was a mess. Like, they were going to 2 different doctors and the pharmacy and this and that and the other. It was stressful for them. They were not having a good time. I think that they were making it a bigger problem than it should have been, just because of how stressed out they were, but that's like a separate issue. I was like, honestly, if the Japanese work culture wasn't so difficult, we would just move to Japan. Oh shit, run, run, run. Well, they're gonna die. So yeah, like I said, I'm very chatty today. I have lots of things to say. And then every once in a while I have to focus and play the game. We're gonna save you. It'll be fine. Come on, come on. Let's go. Have you guys watched the new Mario movie trailer? You might not have, since I guess it's... I don't know if it's big in other countries, this Mario movie they're making. It's mostly American actors. But... no, sir. Run, Dweet. I watched the trailer. It's not as bad as everybody's saying it is. It's not good. Mostly because of, again, everybody's complaining that Chris Pratt is Mario. Because the streamer is very big fan of Jack Black. Yeah, Jack Black did a pretty good job. I wouldn't say he's, like, my first pick for Bowser, but I do think he did a good job. But Chris Pratt as Mario, I do feel like, is just a failure. I have this strong opinion, all right? It's a strong opinion. Okay, it did look funny. I do think that they made the animation too detailed. Mario's face is kind of weird. He has no butt. But I have this opinion that for animated films and films that require voice acting, you should hire voice actors. Because what they did is this whole cast is just regular actors. We've got Jack Black, which, to be fair, I guess he's done enough animated stuff at this point that it's probably fine to call him a voice actor. But Chris Pratt typically does live action stuff, like Jurassic Park and Marvel movies and stuff. But, like, this whole cast is just regular actors. And I'm like, I think that there's something to be said for people who do voice acting. Because voice actors know how to act and make sounds and, like, interact in a way that is different. Because voice actors need to do things that are different than regular actors. The way that you use your voice to play the character is different. And this is me being very pretentious. Like, I actually know. But it's how I feel. Yeah, I don't think his voice is able to properly do what they need to. I think Jack Black is fine. He's done enough animated films. Like, he was in Kung Fu Panda and enough other things that I feel like he does an okay job. But Chris Pratt is just not there. Like, the biggest complaint that I saw that people had was that his voice is very flat. Which I would kind of agree with. Because you have to be able to portray how the character is feeling or what's happening in a very different way when you're voice acting. There's no good voice for Mario. What about the old man who does Mario now? I do think that Mario is a hard person to cast, but I think they could have done it. So maybe they should have made Mario silent? Is that what I'm hearing? Mario should have been a non-speaking role? It'd be interesting. I think it'd be kind of cool. I think that the voice for Toad is slightly off, but pretty good generally. Mario should not have a movie at all. I don't know about that. I don't know. Are you talking about the live action movie that everybody hates on? Maybe I need to change Fast Track because I've not been using it. I wish you could see more of the rest of my sweater. Do that. I don't want it to look like it's just skin color. That didn't work. But, yeah. Mario movie. I'll probably watch it. I don't know if I'll watch it in theaters. I'm not a big watch a movie in theaters person. My roommate used to be, because my roommate used to work at a theater. They would see all of the movies like 2 or 3 days before they released, all that stuff. But stand up, then you won't see my beautiful face. I just would need to zoom out my camera, but then you see less of me, my reaction. I think that this is a mirrored camera. But I just want you guys, I want to show you the Frickin' Japanese stuff I've been having to do. We're to the point where, like, we are reading full paragraphs and stuff like that. You commented on the sweater earlier. You got to see more of the sweater when we had the other camera mode. Ah, fuck that. Who we got? I haven't been playing enough to be able to recognize music anymore. Whisker. You guys keep talking about how logical I am. I don't feel like I'm that logical. Maybe you're just not logical enough. Okay, there's a totem back there. Don't do it. Don't do it. If I turn, he can't get me. That's unfortunate. You're the one being bullies. He's got plaything. That's gonna be a pain in my butt. Okay. That's good. Now we wait. How are you? I'm just hanging out. Oh my gosh, okay. Another thing we can talk about. Not that you guys are gonna care. I think you are older than this demographic. But everybody talked about it. Dream's face reveal. I mean, people have very strong opinions about it. That's hilarious, he didn't see her. Okay, Dream is a Minecraft streamer, YouTuber. And hurry up and save me, 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 for the love of God. Shoot. Michaela was right there and she didn't save me. He's a famous Minecraft player, basically. And there's been a lot about his face reveal. People are calling him ugly, stuff like that. He's like just an average dude, and I think it's funny that people are having such a strong reaction to seeing an average dude's average face. Yeah, he did cheat on a speed run, I think it was. He said it was an accident, though. He had increased the trading odds with the pig people in the Nether. He had given himself a higher, like, chance of getting ender pearls from them. Oh yeah, I mean, it was not I don't think it was an accident. I don't think most people believed it was an accident. But he said he had accidentally left the higher trading chance on from a previous video he was doing, and he didn't know it was on, so it was an accident that he cheated. Not saying that that's the truth, just saying that's what was said. Hold on, I'll read in a minute. Get away! Run! Yes, accidentally destroyed all the pizzas in the world. Don't do that. I'm eating pizza for lunch today. Wouldn't cheat to starve. Oh, hi, Amaze, also. Hello. Nice to see you today. I feel like it's been a while. Or at least it's been a while since you've said anything in chat. But hello. Yeah, no, so like, he cheated. He said it was an accident. People gave him a hard time about it, but mostly forgot about it. And he is mostly kids watch him. But he did a face reveal. And everybody had, like, hyped him up in their heads that he was gonna be, like, super hot. Like, especially teenage girls who, you know, treated him like a fictional character and were like, ah, fictional character, gonna be super hot. Sleep cycles are weird. Fair. True. Correct. But I think it's interesting that it was, like, such a big deal and also didn't matter at all. I mean, I see what you're saying, like, oh, it's their fault for, like, making the assumption that he'd be hot. But at the same time, like, I say teenage girls, even teenage boys, like, they're young, they're impressionable, and they want their idols to be attractive. That's really all there is to it. It's kind of like, to them, not that it's a realistic comparison, but it's kind of like thinking about a book character and assuming that the book character is hot. Yeah, and it's something that they will learn from, they'll grow out of. Like, they're kids. Kids are supposed to be dumb. Their brains are not developed yet. You motherfucker. He's not gonna let us get that person. I just think it's really funny. I just feel like there's been so much, like, needless drama about things recently. The dumbness does not stop at adulthood. I guess I am the prime example of that. I'm very dumb, and I'm an adult. Looks like a kid that watches his videos. Yeah, that's the weirdest burn, but very accurate. It's everywhere like custard after a failed creme brulee. Oh, I want a creme brulee. They lack experience. Yeah. I also think that, to be fair, growing up with the internet... I'm gonna get so deep here, like I'm so philosophical and I'm such a psychology expert. I think that growing up with the internet also can kind of change things because, like, to be fair, if Dream wanted to appear hotter than he was, like if Dream wanted to look the way people thought he looked, he could have. It's the internet. He could have thrown a filter on, he could have, like, edited his appearance, he could have done that, you know? And I do think there's something to be said for the fact that, like, everybody online is hot. So, people have this expectation, you know? And I think that it, like, melts people's brains. I'm gonna take just 1 second real quick. I'm not taking a break. I'm gonna throw up the be right back screen. I'm just gonna grab something. I will, in fact, be right back. Yeah. Get that blanket. Blanket. I had to get up to get some chapstick. My lips are really dry. Because it's cold and dry here now. Ow. Yeah, I use Instagram. And like I said, like I have that friend who's like a famous thirst trap. Ow! And I know him in person, and I know he doesn't really edit his pictures heavily, but I know him in person. I know what he looks like. You know? He's got that perfect lighting and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, that does change how you look. Oh my god, this frickin'... Like, I've never photoshopped an image of me. I've never done that. I've had professional photos taken that were photoshopped, but I've never done it myself. But I'll put on a filter. I'll smooth out some stuff with filters. You know, like, oh man, I've got some acne today. I'll throw a filter on that gets rid of it. And like, I think that the fact that everybody does that so that they don't have a bad day really can impact things, you know? Lurker. But yeah, like, getting the correct lighting, the correct angle, like a really nice camera, all of that really makes a big difference. So, it's, like, sometimes I'll be disappointed with things, and then I just have to remind myself that the prettiest people get the most attention and get pushed on, like, my For You page or, like, my home or whatever, and that these people are paid to be pretty, is what it comes down to. Oh yeah, margarita pizza to a Hawaiian pizza? Are you saying Lurker's face is just a pizza? I would believe it. Also, oh my gosh, okay. Brain is going a million miles an hour. This is why I think I have ADHD. Anyway, I was looking at my artist who does my emotes, and she doesn't have a knife. She has a gun, but she doesn't have a knife. I'm heartbroken. So sad. I thought she had a knife. I didn't see one. Maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. But I thought she had a knife. Pinhead, huh? I have looked into other artists as well. I wanted to kind of keep it consistent. And I really like the artist that I got my current emotes from. But I would definitely consider other artists as well. It's not like I signed an exclusivity deal, you know?
The box. You opened it.
I'm over here, Fang. I'll heal you. Okay, or not. Also, is there a totem? Yeah, I don't know. I could commission her to do a personalized piece, but that is expensive. Yeah, Cenobite, Pinhead. He's been kind of making a comeback in Dead by Daylight recently, and that's nice. But I want to get more emotes. But we gotta unlock more emote slots. We need more emote slots, which comes from either more subscribers, which I don't necessarily need people to do that one, or getting more people chatting at the same time. We've come really close in the past. But if we can get 10 different people to all chat at the same time in chat, we can unlock some more slots. Because I don't expect people to sub. That's why ads exist, you know? Oh, Jesus Christ, chill, I'm trying! But yeah, there's a couple different ways we can unlock more emote slots, but I desperately want more emote slots. Because, like, this artist has so many really good ones. I'll show you, actually. After this match, we can look at her catalog of stuff that she has. She's really good. I like her. Alright, I guess I'm gonna go open the box. Give. Can I get it? Yes, I can. I'm kind of impressed. I did. Good. Give me that. Come from another streamer who bought emotes from the same place, brown hair though. Yeah, she's a pretty popular seller. But honestly, I'd say she's popular for a reason. She's very good. I would get emotes that look more like how I look now, but I can't afford to. So, they'd all have to be custom, and custom emotes are very expensive. However, this is kind of fun. I have considered getting... There's this place that you can, like, make a custom VTuber model for, like, 30 bucks. And I have been thinking about getting that done. Because it'd be kind of fun. Just for, like, a day when I need a break from showing my face. Or something. It's not like it's an amazing model or anything. It's a $30 model. It's really cheap. But I thought it'd be kind of cute. But, yeah, we've come really close to unlocking more emote slots. I've come really close to buying more emotes. Yeah. It's like this person who made, like, a... You know, like... Kind of like a dress-up game. Like, you can just, like, pick the little pieces and put them on the little body. But it's a rigged VTuber. And so it's cheap because it's kind of generic, but you can put, like, enough different pieces on there that it's nice.
The box. You opened it.
Is this gonna unblock anytime soon, or should I leave? Guess I'll just leave. Yeah, I am not gonna get a fetish model. I do think, like, it'd be really fun, though, like, because I love VTubers. I think it'd be really fun to have a model just for days where I'm like, oh, I'm too tired to be on camera. Or, like, oh, I need to take a break from wearing so much makeup or something. You know, just, like, a occasional thing. I still think it'd be really fun to get my Gorgon model. But that is all expensive stuff, so. I would have to have more, like, again, I'm very satisfied with where we are as far as the community that we have. But I would need to be a bigger streamer to do some of that stuff, you know? Where's he at? What's he doing? Okay, that's helpful. I do like this perk from Fang. It is helpful so long as the killer is actually kicking things. Is he not gonna come up here, really? Surely he's gonna come up here. Waiting. Okay, alright. Okay. There's the box. Somebody get the box, and... Nope. Okay. We only need one gen. It'd be kind of interesting to do a Pinhead game without ever using the box. Just for fun. If this was a more coordinated team, I would just hold on to this for ages. Where is everybody and why are they not working on gens? Okay. He really didn't come get me. I thought he would. So that one looks done. This one's not done though, right? This one's not done. We'll do this one. Oh, that person's just gonna die. There's no way I get there in time. Oh, thank God. The other person got them. I was like, I'm not gonna make it, so... Somebody could go save them. I'll pop this. I'll go pick up my med kit because I really want to take that with me. Okay, we got one there, one there. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Hold on. Oh my God, you guys are killing me. Fuck it. This might help. If he hooks that other person in the basement, though, I don't know what we're gonna do. Because I'm not convinced we can get those saves. I think he's just camping them. Shit. I don't know if we can save them. I really don't think it's gonna work. Because the other person already gave up. I could do it if I had them with me, but as it stands, I think I'm in trouble. That's a shame. Sorry, guys. Okay, let's take a moment in between matches. And I'll show you guys the emotes that we have as options. Show the VTuber? I'd have to look. I don't remember that one off the top of my head. I saw it in a TikTok. But we can try and do that. Hold on. I wouldn't say it's not like there's a TikTok for streamers. I was just on TikTok and somebody was advertising this website that they had created where you can get really cheap VTuber models. They're only girls for now, though. But every streamer really has their own TikTok. Oh boy! This will be interesting. I don't see a lot of Myers. Okay, well that's good. Also, now for some reason I cannot focus my eyes. Howdy. Okay, he's all the way over there. I'm looking to see if there's like a totem down here. Sometimes there is, but I don't know where it spawns other than in that area. It's kind of my fault because I missed my skill check. It's a little bit my fault. It's my fault. There we go. I'm supposed to cleanse the totems, but... Doko. Kore. Well, we're gonna have to go get some saves. Gonna be rough. I thought he was gonna put him in the basement, but I guess maybe the basement's not in main building. Yeah, it's not in main building. That's lucky then. I don't foresee us winning. Wonder if he could hear my footsteps. Maybe. That's unfortunate. Okay, where'd he hook you? I can do that. I can do that. Where... I can do that. Okay. I hear him. I'm in danger. I need to not be here. Also, we'll probably switch games after this. Probably, well, it's not quite break time, but we'll probably switch games. Should go back and touch this now that he's not here. Someone else did. Alright, I'm gonna cleanse this totem. Because I need to cleanse like a bunch of totems. Oh boy. Now we're in trouble. Hopefully the exposed goes away quickly. We are not gonna live. Okay, so there's a gym there. Is there also one? Okay, thank God. Okay, so there's still one up here. I'm gonna go get this rescue. Not getting the rescue. Not getting the rescue. At this rate, I'm gonna end up getting Hatch. Got it. Don't come for me. Why would you come for me? Why? Don't do that. Stop it. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna kill myself. Maybe then this guy will have a chance. Okay. Well. Ugh. One whole totem.